If you were to ask 10 different leaders what their definition of leadership is, you would probably get 10 different answers. When you take away all of the professional terms, jargons, and phrases, leadership in its simplest form is just influence. It's time to take control of our destiny. Leadership is influence. The more influence you have, the more effective you can be as a leader. Think about the greatest leaders you know. In most cases, if not all, they were likely very influential people. In order to have a positive influence on the people that follow us, we must consider certain factors. These are not all, but I have grouped a few of them together into an acronym that I call the C.A.R.E factors. 1. Care. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. This is a very popular saying which is very true. Think about it. If you were following someone who you discovered did not really care about you or have your best interests at heart, would you continue to follow them? And if you did, would you continue to give them your very best? I think not. And as leaders, we must be caring enough to demonstrate a genuine level of concern for our followers who have trusted us to lead them and help them grow. Number 2, ability. Unfortunately, we're not all born with the same amount of leadership ability. We just have to be wise enough to know that it is our responsibility to recognize our own strengths and weaknesses. We can use our strengths to carry us while we continue to work and improve on our weaknesses. This type of individual growth will not only cause us to increase in our overall leadership ability, but there will also be an increase in the potential for stronger influence. Number 3. Relationships. Leadership is built on relationships. If there's no relationship, how can there be leadership? There's an old proverb that says, "He who thinks he leads but has no followers is only taking a walk." There's an inherent responsibility to create and nurture relationships. The stronger and deeper those relationships are, the more potential there is for influence. And let's face it, if you can't influence people, they won't follow you. And if people won't follow you, then you're not a leader. Number 4 is experience. Experience is a wonderful teacher. We can learn a lot from it. Our experiences can help us whether they were good or bad. If they were good experiences, we can highlight some of our best practices and continue to practice those. If they were bad experiences, they too can have their teaching value because they show us some of the things that we might want to avoid or maybe even do a little bit differently in the future. There you have it, folks. 4 factors that help leaders to increase their level of influence, the C.A.R.E factors. These are certainly not all of the factors of leadership, but if practiced, these factors will help any leader to see a marked increase in their leadership ability as well as their level of influence. And remember, the key to leadership is influence, period. If you can influence people, they will follow you. If they follow you, then you're a leader. This is Wayne Smalls, the Eternal Leadership Scholar, and this has been another lesson in Leaders Culture.